Welcome to Mt Shasta Escape. Today, I'm doing about a 12-mile bike ride starting at Shasta Park. I start my ride with some trails that are still work in progress that were quite challenging, and it included a 3-mile hike-a-bike through snow. This adventure took about 3 hours, and I would guess at least half of it was the hike-a-bike. No idea what gets into me sometimes. Take a look and see what goes on here. It's April 24th, 2024. I just parked in the Shasta Park, but my plan is to work my way over to the Strawberry Valley Trail and from there over to Muir's Ascension and take that around to kind of where I used to often, starting from my house, go up Forest Road 31 and go up to the kind of top there and then come down some trails near Forest Road 31. And my plan is to kind of get over into that area starting from Shasta Park. And then there's a trail that I've done just twice. It's called Steam Donkey. It's ledgy and rocky. It's not that steep. Oh, there's a sign. That's my trail, but can I do it? Okay, I'm in low gear. I'm gonna start over, and I didn't get a real steady start to this. There's a lot of little brushy things here that kind of threw me off balance. That didn't work. Okay, I gotta go back around and try again. I'm gonna change to second gear. Incidentally, spinning out when you're in one of your lower granny gears, when you're trying to start out on an uphill, is a common malady that you experience on all kinds of mountain bikes, not just mountain bikes. And like everything, it's something you get better at. But hopefully I will get better at it. I don't think that's the trail up there. That's just where they took their big tracked excavator down through there. I think the trail's here. But these in-progress trails can be difficult to even see them, much less ride them. I read recently that City of Mt Shasta managed to get another grant to continue working on this trail system, which was very good news. I mean, they're doing great work out here. And with time, these in-progress trails will become broken-in good trails. Okay, it wasn't too bad getting to there. It'd been nice if I could have done one more pedal stroke and made it over, but at least this time getting going, I'm going slightly downhill. Much, much easier. This is not an easy trail. I'm losing it. I'm not even going to try. I want to go left here on Gateway, and that will get me over to Strawberry Valley, which will get me to Muir's Ascension. Now, I have no idea where they get all the names for the trails out here, but I did learn a bit about where Strawberry Valley came. I went to, there's a little museum in town, I forget what it's called, but they have a lot of exhibits and they talk a lot about the history of this area. And before it was incorporated as a town, Mt Shasta was called Strawberry Valley. And when they went to incorporate, sometimes in the 1800s, they found out there was another already incorporated town called Strawberry Valley. And so instead they called it Berryvale. Now there's a grocery store in town called Berryvale. Apparently some wealthy landowner named Sisson wanted it renamed Sisson. And so then the town was renamed Sisson. And then a number of years later, I think trying to promote tourism and play up the fact that we're right next to Mt Shasta, they named the town Mt Shasta City, with that third city tacked on there to differentiate it from the mountain. Now the post office doesn't care about you putting on city, and I don't know legally if it's still called Mt Shasta City. Whether it's online or whether it's maps that they have posted, they haven't caught up yet with what's actually going on out here. Gotta watch my time a little bit. I'm hoping to be home close to noon. It's about 10:36 right now, which I think is maybe feasible. We'll see. Depends how many wrong turns and how many times I have to stop and figure out where I am. I used to do, oh, here's a trail. Time to stop and look. Figure out where I am. This looks promising. I have a feeling that I'm going to want to go to the right on this. Okay, Strawberry Valley. Anyway, off the road, back on trail, and Strawberry Valley is really a nice flowy trail. And Muir's Ascension up here where I'm going to get on, it's a pretty nice trail too. I haven't tracked down where the name Muir's Ascension comes from, but it just sounds like it's got all kinds of history to it. Someday I'll figure out why they named it that. I'm still in the process of learning what are my new limits. Work out harder, get stronger, no pain, no gain, all that yada yada. Try that when you're my age. It doesn't work so well. Ooh, a bunch of deer up ahead. There's one in front, kind of going to the right, and all the buddies went to the left, so I would say, yeah, I gotta go join my buddies. Whoa. Hello.
Howdy. One more.
Yeah, I see him. The Strawberry Valley is, to me, it's kind of perfect trail for me. Fairly smooth, it's got some dips and turns in it, very flowy, fun. And like I say, it's kind of my ideal trail coming down it. I'll say this, when you're going downhill, Strawberry Valley seems like a really short trail. Going uphill seems a lot longer and slower. Finally, something familiar. I've ridden this a million times going down. First time I've gone up it. Bike I used to have was a full power bike. Noticeably more power than this. You go faster on it from that. But if that motor was off, I think it's just a brick, you could hardly ride it. With this with the motor off, feels like a normal mountain bike. You can ride it quite well. Something to think about when you look at mountain bikes or e-mountain bikes. How well does it ride with no power? You know, trying to lift it over there is going to be a pain. Let's see if I can go around. I think I see signs that that's what people are doing. Maybe. The trail's way off to my right. I'm getting further away from it, but I just know even at 42 pounds, I don't want to try to lift this over those fallen trees. Too big. And just about back to the trail. That wasn't so bad. Put it this way, if those trees don't get cut, there will be a new social trail put in right where I just went through. Well, fortunately, I did not tell Joline I was going to be back at noon. I told her I was doing a longer ride. Yeah, that's looks like where Strawberry Valley starts, and this is Muir's Ascension. So, making progress. 5,050 feet. Okay, that's where I found snow. And Steam Donkey's going to be slow, but most of the rest of this should be faster than what I've been doing. Still, I'm thinking we're a long ways away from being snowed out, although here comes a little bit. And I think I'm very close to my high point for this ride, so obviously I'm going up some, but I don't know where the solid snow would begin, but it's going to be a lot higher than this. It's good that I'm seeing tracks through it, so people have been through here. So I don't know if I'm going to have to walk parts of it. Looks like I may have to walk this coming up. I'm sure I will. But people are getting through. Now, I'd be more discouraged if I thought I was going to go a lot higher and if I wasn't seeing tracks through it. So I'm not going a whole lot higher, and other people have been through here, so no worries. So much of this depends on sun exposure too. The snow patches are going to be in the shadier spots. Well, I was wrong. I am still going up. That was not the high point back there. Imagine that. Trees fall across the trail. A lot of work goes into keeping trails like this open. You make the trail and you're not done. $52.81, and I'm just almost to the point where I will start going down, but I'm not there yet. Oh, looks like I got a lot of hiking through snow up ahead of me. Lots of footprints through here. I've seen a lot of bike tracks, but everybody through here is doing hike-a-bike. If it was necessary, I could turn around. I know I'd still get back pretty fast. I mean, all the stuff I was just riding up was all downhill. So far, though, I'm still trying to stick to my original game plan. Get to the other side of the Gateway Trail system and do Steam Donkey. Oh, snow's pretty deep here, at least a couple feet. And the footprints I'm seeing here actually go in my direction, so whoever came through here was going uphill too. Power to them. Guess I'm not the only stubborn, must make it through person around here. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. Sometimes it's a bad thing. I can actually try to ride here. I don't know how long I'll be able to, but okay, maybe here we go. Okay. Just spun in and sunk down. Anyway, got to ride 20 yards. And I'm going to get to ride another 20 yards here in a second. Well, at least everywhere that I'm walking, I see footprints. So I don't think one other person's been through here. And they're walking everything I'm walking. Considering you can't see the trail here, I'm hoping this person that I'm following chose a good path. And of course now here's the trail again, so that's reassuring. Well, I know where I am at the moment. There's a sign over there. This is kind of an upper parking lot. It'll get you into the Gateway Trail system. And I see a sign on the back that says 10-gallon trailhead. So I haven't noticed that name before, but now that I see it, kind of looks like going to the right here. Starts you down a little bit, but I need to get about 300 feet lower. I don't think I'm going to have a clear trail until I go down that far. I don't think they really need that trail closed sign. In fact, I'd say what I'm on is effectively closed, aside from hike-a-bike. Spring Bear, or Bear Springs, I should say. I always say it backwards. Anyway, Bear Springs. And whoever I'm following here, I'm still seeing footprints. They're just like me. They can't ride through this. I really appreciate having these tracks, so it lets me know I'm not the only foolish person out here. I've always had a thing about not wanting to turn back, which gets me in trouble, although I don't think it'll get me in trouble here aside from slowing me down. It's not like trying to cross a fast-flowing spring creek, which, I did that a year ago. Something about following somebody else's tracks. You know, maybe I'm going to find his decomposed body up here, but it kind of reassures you that, you know, maybe you are going somewhere useful. Like I say, until I find that dead body. Oh well. And whoa, that was my first step over. Yeah, the front wheel just dug in and stopped. I guess showing there's a reason why I haven't been trying to ride most of the snow. A little bit of rideable stuff. Can't imagine why my brakes are squealing. A little bit of water and dirt and grime on them. Yeah, when the front wheel digs in, you stop. Or maybe it didn't dig in, but something dug in. I think whoever made these tracks ahead of me is heavier than me. Their footprints going deeper than mine do. And to my left is a trail that I normally would do, but no way. Straight ahead's a forest road. And it's going to roll over and start down fairly soon. Yeah, my other mountain bikers didn't try that trail either. Good for them. Not going down as quickly as I would like it to. At some point up here, it's going to mostly go down, but still kind of in the rolling section at the moment. 5192. 150 feet down or so to go. And of course I'm going down, it's getting later in the day, the snow's getting a little slushier and easier to post hole. I started this ride out so optimistic that I'd just be able to ride around. I would not hit the snow, but I tend to be overly optimistic. That's not all bad, but it gets you into situations like this too. I didn't check what my mileage was when I hit this snow. At this point, I have a feeling I'm probably doing over 2 miles, maybe 3 miles. Hike a bike through snow. With post-holing, wasn't doing that earlier, but it's warming up and getting softer. This is turning into one of those Type 2 adventures. Or it seems cool looking back on it, but while you're doing it, it's kind of like, oh my. Time for a quick note on Type 1 versus Type 2 versus epic adventures. Type 1, strenuous, challenging, but fun. Type 2, well, it's Type 1 minus fun at the time, but seems cool looking back at it. Epic, all of the above, but there needs to be some blood, and some people say you have to finish after dark. Are you having fun yet?
Oh, this is my last climb.
Yeah, but you probably got 2 to 3 miles and more push through snow before you get out of it.
Yep, I'm where I came down. So came down Bear Springs.
Oh, the tracks were in front of me then. Okay.
I'm the only idiot.
Well, no, you add another one. Thing is, I'm not going to turn around and go back. I'm going to road ride it out of here.
Okay, so you make it the Steam Donkey, which isn't far.
Mm-hmm.
You might have a quarter mile of this, and then it opens up, and it's good riding down into the bottom.
Okay.
And then coming back up, I was actually surprised. Started hitting decent patchy snow about 4,600 feet on that.
Ooh, the other way, I really didn't start picking up snow until 5,050.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I had to get off my bike coming up at just before 10 gallon.
Yeah.
There was one tree down. And
anyway, the snow is lasting longer this way, darn it.
that one was pretty clear all the way up to this road.
Okay.
But Steam Donkey is more fun, I think. So.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it, but at this point I'm not sure about anything.
I mean, it's not too far from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I said, you'll be disappointed at first. You're like, oh God, what do I got? But then it opens up right at the rocky section, right,
sure.
right at the good fun stuff. So then
sure.
it's clear.
Okay.
There's a couple of patches here and there, but nothing that I think I had to get off the bike. So
I'm looking forward to that.
yeah. Did you come up from Gateway or?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Gateway, then Muir's Ascension, across.
That's right.
Yeah, sure.
Are you from up here? Or?
I live in Mount Shasta.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Wish I'd have known who you were. I'd have called and said if it was worth coming up.
Well, I wouldn't have known till now. Yeah.
I knew I'd hit a little bit, but I was hoping it wasn't as much. But... Oh, well.
I got to do things like this every now and then.
Yep, just
keeps me humble.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, have a good ride. Be safe.
Yeah, you too. He thought Steam Donkey was okay after the first quarter mile. But it's going to be snowpacked the first quarter mile, and he says, but it clears off when you get to the good rocky part, which is not my favorite part of Steam Donkey. So Steam Donkey takes off probably this forest road. I think that means I'm going to stay on this road. On the other hand, the guy I was just talking to, he obviously went down Steam Donkey and came up Bear Springs. So I'm going to try Bear Springs. 5,038 elevation. Well, it's wet. Getting my shoes and legs wetter yet, but it beats trying to walk through snow. I'm not through with snow completely, though. .4872, maybe, just maybe. And at this point, I'm ready to call it a day. It's 12:41, and I have been going for 2 hours and 50 minutes. And even road riding, I'm probably 20, 25 minutes away from where I parked. Turn right here will save me quite a bit of distance over if I went down Forest Road 31 all the way into town. Steam Donkey comes out right here. I'm a wuss. And this is Adams, and this is where we turn right. And go straight into Chesty's Park. Oh, and I am back.